Morning, everybody. On June 23rd, 2014. This is the first day of my vacation. I know you're all probably saying you're always on vacation, but that's neither here nor there. Have you heard the latest in the news about the man that's being charged with felony murder in the case of his little boy whom he left in a car seat in his car when he went to work? He says that he thought he dropped his son off. The little boy's name was Cooper. They're from Georgia. And the man was on his way to work. He was supposed to drop his 22-month-old son, Cooper, off at a daycare. But he forgot. The man's family claims that it was an honest and tragic mistake, but the police disagree. And they say Justin Ross Harris, he's 33, now faces heightened charges in Cooper's heat stroke death. This has drawn outrage from people who believe the man has already suffered enough. And, ordinarily you would think that way because this is not the first time that this has happened. For example, they was talking on the news the other night to a woman who left her baby in the car, and her baby died of a heat stroke, and she was not charged. And then people are saying, well, why are you charging this man? Hasn't he suffered enough? We don't know everything. We don't know why the police are charging him. Computers are a powerful thing. This is why the police have charged him, from what I understand. They went to his job. Of course, if they don't look at your computers and all this, then they're not really investigating. They're not really doing their job. They upped his charges to felony murder after they looked on his computer. It's possible that, if you stop and think about this, some people... And he might be the one that they catch here. That'd be a crazy way to get rid of your child. But it would almost be the perfect crime. Well, let me say that I was going to work and I forgot to drop my baby off. And I'll leave him out there in the sun. And then that way they'll die. And I'll walk free. I'm surprised Casey Anthony didn't think about that. But that's neither here nor there. Apparently, they had found something on his computer. He might have been researching how long does it take a 22-month-old to die of a heat stroke. He might have been searching certain ways to end the life of a 22-month-old. That may be what they have that they're not telling us right now. Anytime they don't divulge information, it's because of the security of the case. They found something on his computer, I feel quite sure. Or it could be, maybe this child, according to the autopsy maybe, that we don't have the results for, maybe this child was already dead according to the autopsy. Maybe the autopsy was able to show that this child didn't die of heat stroke. We don't know. But one thing for sure is this. The police are not just going to point him out and say, we're going to charge you with felony murder. Generally, it's up to the DA to bring, charges like that. They'll, all the evidence will go before the DA, and the DA will decide if charges will be brought. That's my understanding. Not so in this case. The police have charged him with felony murder. So the police know a lot more than what they're telling us. It is something on his computer. You know what, too? This guy is a web developer. So he's extremely handy with the computer. They say that he was supposed to drop his son off that morning, and then on his way home from work that evening, that he claims that he looked in the back seat through his rearview mirror and saw his son laying back there. And witnesses say that he pulled over in the parking lot, got the child out, and started doing CPR on him, saying, what have I done? What have I done? Well, that's a good cover. That's a good cover. That adds to make you look innocent. But I cannot help but think that this man is guilty of something. And I don't know the man. I'm just going by what I heard on the news. Most people are on his side. There's even a petition going around saying that the police need to drop those charges because this man has suffered enough. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think there's something we don't know that the police have not told us. And in the next couple of months, this face will be on Nancy Grace, and everybody's going to be saying, he killed his baby. So what do you think? Have you heard about the case? Oh, yeah, temperatures reached 92 degrees that day, so you know it was well over the hundreds. Oh, it reached 92 degrees just by noon, so you know by the time he left and went home, well over the hundreds. That poor child had been dead for hours. So, and that's why he was going to make it look good by stopping it and pulling his child out and doing CPR. Maybe because he knows that the child had been dead for hours and there was no way that child was coming back. It's just going to make him look more innocent. What do you think? Do you think that the police have it right when they say that they're going to charge him with felony murder? Do you think that he's innocent and it was an honest mistake? You know, like I told you, there's a petition online and people have taken up money for his defense. And they've taken up more than $18,000 for his defense. But remember, people also took up money for George Zimmerman's defense. And even though George Zimmerman walked, George Zimmerman is indeed a strange character. So, anyway, what do you think? Do you think that he should be charged for murder? Do you think that it should be dropped until they figure out what's really going on? Or do you just not know anything about the case? And until next time, bye-bye.